Yes. How you guys doing? I'd like to welcome you guys back to another edition of that Extreme NFL Junkies. And this is PB Smiley. I'm Wayne Holloway. And how you guys doing? Another great week in football. Ready to jump into this, you guys? What's up, PB?
Yes. How's your mic? How's your headphone?
I'm good.
Okay. I don't hear myself. Is that a bad thing?
You don't need them.
Yeah.
Oh.
You good?
All right. What's up, everybody? Yes. Let's get into it. It was another crazy football week. Few upsets. Not quite like last week, but it was close.
Well, no, it wasn't really flip-flop like last week. Last week was like...
It was close. I mean...
Last week was an upside-down week.
Well, see, we gonna get to his team, and I'm trying to give his team some props before we even start, but see, he don't want to take that. But before we start
because you're giving it to me in a foul way, you know what I'm saying? I need you to give it to me.
We'll get to it.
You know, you talked bad about me last week.
Oh, but what did I tell him? And you guys remember, didn't I say the New England Patriots and Carolina would be a good upset pick? I gave y'all the Jets and I gave you Rams. Was I wrong?
No, you wasn't. You weren't wrong, but you know how strong we are. I told you, my team, we have a number one offense, long as my offensive coordinator. But I'll talk about that later. As long as my offensive coordinator stay off the alcohol, can nobody beat us.
All right. Well, let's get into some news first. We can't start the news of NFL without mentioning O.J. Simpson. He was released. The juice on the loose.
Oh, man.
You know, O.J. Simpson, they released this mother on a Sunday.
Hey, man, I'm happy he's out.
I'm just saying, on a Sunday. That means they was ready for his ass to get on up out. They couldn't wait till Tuesday. They said he got to go.
Hey.
So the juice was loose.
Hey, man. He went to jail for stealing his own property.
Right.
Yeah. So,
oh, no, he didn't deserve. In my opinion, whatever took place 20-something years ago, I don't know nothing about that, but based off the facts dealing with his case that he did 9 years for, that was absurd. And we want to give a shout-out to the victims in Las Vegas.
Yes,
man, did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that, man. It's crazy the world we live in.
Yeah.
You know? Prayers go out to all the families that was affected by it.
Yeah, they said it was 59 confirmed dead and over 500 injured.
My goodness.
Much love and respect to any of the families out there. Condolences go out there if you lost someone or knew someone. But, you know, not making light of it, but it's kind of odd. OJ gets out. They said this man that participated in this heinous crime checked himself in a room, the floor, whatever his room number was, but the floor was number 32. It was on the 32nd floor.
Wow.
And O.J. Simpson wore the number 32.
Wow.
You see that? It's kind of eerie, right?
Yeah. It's
wow. All right. I won't go too much conspiracy theories. Okay, man. So
football.
Let's talk about I guess what Thursday or last night. Which we're gonna start with?
Last week's picks. Week's picks. Chicago, Green Bay. Chicago 14, Green Bay 35.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. That looked like an upset in the making. I didn't take it. There's no way I would have did it. Aaron Rodgers is
the man.
Yeah.
179 yards, 4 touchdowns. What's up?
He barely even threw the ball and still got that.
Man, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Elite. And, you know, down there they got that running back, Montgomery. I don't know. He must be hurt because he took the back seat to A. Jones.
They thought it might have been broken ribs. They're just sore. He's supposed to play this week against Dallas.
Okay, but A. Jones, I think he gets the start.
Oh, really?
Yeah, A. Jones, I believe they're going to start him over Montgomery. Or even if Montgomery starts over him, A. Jones will probably get the bulk of the touches because of them ribs, you know.
And now that's the gentleman that came in towards the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, with the 49 yards and 1 touchdown.
Yes.
Yeah, that man.
So, you're right. Maybe you start, yeah.
And we can't leave out Jordy Nelson with his 75 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yes.
My fantasy football person.
Right. Yeah.
Jordy Nelson. And, the Bears, I don't know. You're going to need to stop trying to pick them for an upset pick. The Bears,
I agree.
The Bears, you know, they'll stand up. The defense, you know, they got John Fox, defensive-minded coach. So the defense will always be kind of okay.
Right.
Until the defense is on the field too long,
yep.
and then they get ran over.
Right.
Moving on to our regular season game, that random game that we picked, which was Panthers Patriots, Panthers 33 and Pats 30. What's your look on that, PB?
Hey man, congratulations!
Oh,
when I saw that game, after I saw the countless of bad banter that was going on about the brother Cam Newton, I knew that he was going to come out and play. And I called and I told you, I said, that might be the pick. Carolina bounced back. The facts are this, though. And I'll bring that up towards the end of the show. New England is not the same team. Their offense is the same team. Tom Brady's the same. That defense is terrible.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Cam was able to bounce back against that defense.
Hey. We're as good as our offensive coordinator lets us be.
Right. And who was that again?
Shula. Mr. Shula. His play calling is suspect to me. But like I said, I'm going to get into that when I do my Carolina Panther moment, my 3 minutes. But Cam Newton with them 22 completions on 29 attempts, 316 yards and 3 TDs.
Yeah.
2 of them going to my boy Devin Funches.
You said he was going to bounce back this week.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about Funches. You mentioned him.
Oh, yeah. Funches was, I mentioned him for fantasy football people. I told you guys to go pick him up, and if you picked him up, you did pretty good.
Right.
Them 2 touchdowns and them 70 yards, hey, that's good looking. You can thank me later. But Calvin Benjamin, he wasn't no punk. He got 4 receptions for the 104 yards.
Yeah.
That boy is going to be something else. He dedicated the year to his mom passing. Much
Rest
love to that man. Much love. Cam Newton, that rushing touchdown, boy. 8 carries for 44 yards.
So he, in fantasy, what did he get, about 35? He got you about 35?
Nah, he got me 40-some points.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Oh, yeah. He got me some 40-some points. Cam's extra extraordinary. Mm-hmm. That's Superman over there.
But he got to give me props. I told him.
Hey,
I said, don't take Stafford. I said, no, put Cam in there.
Yeah, because Cam almost got benched, and I almost put Stafford in, and he made an excellent point to me about the defense, Minnesota's defense and New England's defense, which I'm not a dummy. I listen. I'm not a hater, Hey, Cam's my boy, so it wasn't hard for me to go ahead and put him in.
Right.
But moving on to our Sunday night game, which was the Colts and the Seahawks. Woo!
Now, that game was one of those games where I had marked on the calendar had Andrew Luck been playing.
Right. Andrew Luck, he's in practice now. He's in practice.
He's getting close. I thought that the Seattle Seahawks, I mean, just to see what they did in that fourth quarter. It was really the late fourth quarter. You got 18 to 15 in the third quarter with like 3 minutes left. From the remainder of the game.
Right.
30 points, man.
Hey, man.
31 points like in 18 minutes.
It's the Colts, though. The Colts.
Still, 31 points in 18 minutes.
You talking about the Patriots defense, the Colts is...
Right.
I can't really give that to them.
I won't say that as bad as New England. New England's terrible.
Yeah.
The Colts, they've been in at least 3 games. That game, they were actually in that game.
They're in the game mainly because of that quarterback Brisket.
Jacoby. Brissett.
Hey,
Brisket.
I call him Brisket. My bad. That's my nickname for him. Brisket.
Yeah. He's a big ass dude. So I can see why you call him Brisket. Yeah.
Hey, that dude. I think a team will do good by picking him up. He has what it takes.
He'll hold it down until Luck comes back, which is supposed to be in 3 or 4 weeks. So,
they were leaning more toward 2 weeks. From what I was looking at.
That's about the same because they have a bye.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Not this week, but in 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure. It's either, if it's not next week, it's the week after. But yes, I like him as well. I want to talk about Seattle for just a second.
All right.
I think the Seattle Seahawks are one of those teams that'll play possum with you. You can't give up on them, and you can't be too high on them as well.
Okay.
Even though that was the Colts, that defense is still going to be top 5.
You think so?
Yes, yeah. Before the season over, it's going to. And Russell, imagine if Russell Wilson had an offensive line. In my opinion, that's the best quarterback to me in the NFL. If you give him a system.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know Cam's in this NFL too.
Man, please. Man. Cam's nice. He's not better than Russell Wilson.
Hey, don't make me pull it up.
Yeah, when you pull that out, and that'll
be
a C underneath there. It won't be no damn S. Okay, so I look for them to bounce back throughout the season, have their little ups and downs.
Right.
But they're going to still win that division. I thought maybe the Rams could do it. I think they'll make it, but I don't think they'll win the division.
I'll go for that. I'll give you that.
We talked about it. You said they're 1 year from it. The Rams. You thought one more year.
Yeah, but I didn't know Gurley was going to come back with the surgeons this year.
Right.
You know, Gurley's looking like beast mode, and beast mode's over there. I mean, his dance moves are still good.
Oh yeah, I love it. What was that? The snaky leg, and the hyphy.
Let's go to Monday night game with Skins and the Chiefs, 2029. The Skins, you guys look like you was about to pull it out there.
Right.
The Skins are right there. They're right there. Right. You know, I don't know what to say about that team. All I know is Kirk Cousins. You put too much pressure on yourself. He
played well.
Yeah, but he should have took that contract. Instead of taking that contract, you didn't take that contract, and your gameplay, I can see it. It's affected by it because you're trying your best to do things, and you're overthinking it and making bad decisions.
Right.
If he would have took that contract, I think the Redskins will be right up there doing it.
So basically, you're saying by not taking that contract, that created the stress level to always I have to perform a 10 every game.
Yeah.
So then you're gonna, even though you may tend to get out of the pocket and run instead of sliding, I'm gonna go prove I'm tough. And that was fortunate last night, but you got a point. So when they come off their bye and then they go and play, is he gonna? I gotta prove it again, and then you run up against the wrong defense that crack you.
Yeah,
I can see that. I like what I saw. Kansas City. Right now, I'm pretty sure they're gonna say the MVP is Alex Smith. Would I say it? I don't know, but I wouldn't argue.
He's the MVP to me.
Right.
That man showed up to play this season. They're going to be a force to reckon with. I don't see how I see how they're doing it, but at first he could only throw 5-yard passes.
Right.
Did he eat his Wheaties or something?
I don't know. It's funny you brought that up because if you say, well, how are they doing it? It's the rookie that looks a little bit like Barry Sanders.
What?
It's the rookie that looks a little bit. That's not blasphemy. Everybody knows my favorite player of all time is Barry Sanders.
Yeah, but
Kareem Hunt. That's how they're doing it. That's how they're doing it. The defense is not great, but it's sturdy enough. It won't bend, or bend, but it won't break.
21 carries on 101 yards, no touchdowns, but 101 yards.
I mean, he's the leading rusher in the league.
Field.
Yeah.
Hey.
And
did you expect him to look like that?
No. Here's a funny thing. There's a friend of mine that took him into fantasy.
Right.
And I said, how did you know? He said, I watched him in college. He has him in his fantasy, man, and he's killing.
I didn't go after him.
I didn't know much about him.
I didn't go after him, but you know what? Come to think about it, the way they discarded Charles, the way they did, they had to have seen something.
Right.
They had to have seen something.
And Charles still got something left. So you're right. I mean, this kid, Kareem, Hunt, he's hunting for the clearly the rookie of the year for sure.
Oh, so it's time.
McCaffrey, no, not even close, man. This dude, you see what this dude's doing? He looks like Barry Sanders, and I do not say that about anybody.
Wow, yeah.
Pull up some of them highlights, man. He's looking like Barry Sanders.
I'm gonna check him out a lot more now that you say that.
Well, coming up this week, we got to check him out.
That's a lot.
Sunday night against Houston.
Oh yeah.
And we should talk about that, brother. 5 TDs, Watson.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be in my later segment. Don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
That boy. Yes. But it's time for my like I said, I want to give a shout out, like I always do, to my club, Cali Cat Pack, and our sister club, the Roaring Riot. What's up, you guys? Thank you for tuning in. Our cast is going to be just fine. We going back to that Super Bowl. Long as Shula gets his plays together, because all of us know it, all of us can see it. Sometimes we look like we can't be stopped, and we can't be stopped if Shula calls the right plays. If Shula comes up with a perfect scheme, we play a perfect game. But I noticed you guys, you can see when we hit the end of the third quarter, start to the fourth quarter, it's like the plays seem to they stop flowing, and it's like he doesn't know where to go. Do I run? Do I pass? I don't know if I'm the only one that sees it, but I watch my team, and I might watch the game 3 times after it's over to see where we can improve at. And I know we have a high-power offense. We're one of the best teams, if not the best team in the NFL. And once Shula gets off the alcohol, or once he does what he did last week, which I'm appreciative, but still in the fourth quarter, those plays were kind of shaky. We're going to be a team that nobody can mess with. Nobody can beat us if Shula does what he's supposed to do. And I can't stress that fact enough. Carolina Panthers, Super Bowl champions, if Shula does what he's supposed to do. He's giving me the stank face over here, so but I don't care. And if you guys want to call in and have anything to say to us, 323-293-3375. You can call in at any time if you want to say anything to us. And we're voting on the name.
Yes, have you guys come up with a name yet? I know y'all like us, man. Come on, show that love, man.
Hey, the name I like is Blow the Whistle. He likes
Packet and Smiley, NFL chat or talk. Was it chat or talk?
Or talk. Either one. You guys let us know. You have the number. You're able to call in at any time as the show goes on. We'll stop. We'll tell us what you think. We'll give you some good picks, and you can make some money. Because I have to give a shout out to my boy. He did it again with them picks this week.
I did it again, but I gotta win it all, and basically this week I got some good ones for y'all too. Fantasy. Let's get into the fantasy. Who do you think? I'm gonna go out and say this. I'm just gonna say I think they may shut Kareem Hunt down. Barry Sanders Jr. I think they may shut him down. They got too much film now. Houston is on the road. KC's on the road, so Sunday night. I think they might get him. The running back that I think fantasy players, the cat that was doing the damn stanky leg 2 weeks ago, he busts out against that weak ass Baltimore defense. Mr. Marshawn Lynch.
Oh yeah,
they're at home, and he's back. I don't know. This time they might play George Clinton. He might snap. So
what you're saying is for fantasy,
Marshawn,
whoever has Marshawn Lynch,
I think you should. Yeah,
he should definitely be in the lineup this week.
Yeah.
Who do they play?
Baltimore.
I'm gonna go with Baltimore.
You saw what Le'Veon Bell did to him?
Carr's back is out. Carr might not even play that game.
That's fine.
So without their quarterback,
Emmanuel is serviceable. They got him from Buffalo. Emmanuel is serviceable. CJ he's serviceable. They're fine against that team. They'll be fine. Now, if they was playing a divisional rival, I'll agree with you.
Okay.
Are they at home? Manuel. They'll be fine.
Okay.
And he might do good in fantasy.
In fantasy, speaking of fantasy, somebody else to look out for if you need a quarterback or if you need a boost for this week, if you lost last week and you're feeling kind of bad, you might want to go out and get that boy Brissett, as he says, but I call him Brisket.
Yeah.
They play the Browns. Now, I'm not telling you to play him week after week. I'm telling you to play him.
Huh? 2 weeks ago, they played the Browns 2 weeks ago. They have Frisco coming in town.
Oh, they play Frisco?
Frisco, yeah.
No, it's the Browns.
No, they just played the Browns 2 weeks ago.
You're right. Yep. You're right. But still, Brisket for fantasy football.
That's not bad.
He's going to kill him against the 49ers. He's going to kill him against the 49ers. And if you need a running back, Seattle hurt their running back, broke his leg.
Who was that guy though?
The broke his leg?
No, the guy you about to mention.
How do you pronounce his name?
Siskus or something? It's like Cisco. Jamie some shit. Meliscus or something.
Meliscus, that's how you say it. J.D. Meliscus.
Now, you might be right. He changed the momentum of the game.
Hey, he looks good. Go pick him up.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys to go pick him up.
Yeah, you're right.
Wide receiver, Juju Smith from Pittsburgh, out there looking nice. Go pick him up. Big Ben's throwing the Juju. I don't know if you saw Brown over there throwing a tantrum, throwing the Gatorade.
Oh my God!
You know why? Because Juju was getting the ball.
So he had a problem with Juju. So he lost his Juju trying to do voodoo.
Hey,
and now he getting mad because his fantasy points looking like doo-doo.
And for running backs, go pick up Andre Ellington from the Cards. They're running that boy. He's out there looking good.
That's a good one.
Minnesota, also running back is down. So Jerick McKinnon and Latavius Murray, they're going to be sharing touches in the backfield.
They should be okay.
Who?
With those two backs, they should produce something this week. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Latavius Murray, you remember that's the guy that the Raiders used to have?
Right.
And they used to run him ragged, and that boy used to eat up yards.
Right.
Be just fine. Just fine.
Well, this segment, we might have a little more time, though. What you think? Go into something else, or
do your 3 minutes.
Oh, that don't even take no 3 minutes. I'm talking about this weak ass team or this weak ass defense.
How are you?
Well, this segment of that you're weak as fuck is clearly dedicated to a team that I used to root for when they had Randy Moss. New England Patriots.
Ooh-wee.
You weak as fuck.
Whoa.
32 ranked defense. You've allowed over 1,800 yards, man.
Wow.
I notice it's going to hurt his feelings, but I have to be honest. That's why Carolina looked that good. That's it. They went against the weakest defense in the league. That's why.
I can never say the New England's defense is the weakest defense in the league.
They are ranked 32. They've allowed over 1,800 yards. They've allowed the biggest pass plays, some of the biggest runs.
New Orleans.
It's like top 12, top 13 now.
Wow. Just because of what?
Talk to me. You tell me.
No. You just called the Super Bowl champions the weakest defense. Hey.
Saints are a better defense this year. I didn't think they would be. They're in the top 12, and you can look them up.
The Saints only looked that way against us last week because they're in our division. Anytime you have a division game, the games can be lopsided or it can be a dogfight.
I agree with you. But what happened when they went to London and they played Miami Dolphins? With Cutler.
Yeah.
20-0.
It's still the Miami Dolphins, and it was Cutler that said that I don't need any working out.
He wasn't the problem. He did okay.
Did you see that funny meme that had a Cutler where he's on the sideline and the cigarettes in his mouth?
Yes. Yeah, but see, the Saints, seriously, people that's listening, the Saints are going to be not much better. They're going to be better than last year. And I'm sorry, whoever they play, they're going to have problems. And the trade deadline, now that the trading thing is going on this week, look for them to move a piece. We're pretty sure we know who that piece would be.
Yeah, I want to see it. It's out there for it because there's some teams that's hurting at running back or they're not sure about the backup running back. So I'm looking for what you said.
I think Adrian Peterson would be the perfect fit for the Green Bay Packers, and Ty Montgomery would be the perfect fit for the New Orleans Saints. So you heard it here first. It's Tuesday. I'm thinking we should hear something Wednesday, late Wednesday, Thursday morning. If we don't, we still got another week before. I think it's a no-brainer. The style of play that he has, and then the style of play that Green Bay is looking for, even though that young rookie that they got, what's his name again? You mentioned the 49-yard touchdown. He was like Smith or something.
You're talking about A. Jones.
Okay, Jones.
The running back that's taking over right now.
Yes. They could have a two-headed monster. With Peterson and him. Now, if Peterson don't end up at the Packers, what team that I see that he can actually end up with and give them? It's the team he just left, Minnesota, because Cooks is down.
I don't think he would go back.
Oh, you think so?
I think he felt disrespected the way it all ended up. He's your workhorse for years. You guys stood by him through the child beating case, and then you just discarded him like he was nothing, like he wasn't your top rusher.
Where would you put him? Let's say the Saints don't say the Saints want to make the move, and they don't make the move with Green Bay, which I think is an in heaven move. Where would you see him?
Where you said right where you said Green Bay.
Green Bay.
He fits perfect in Green Bay, and their running back fits perfect over there in the Saints.
Yeah.
Catching that ball out because he's a wide receiver, catching that ball out the backfield.
Yep.
You call him a little tiny Darren Sproles.
Yeah.
Bigger than Darren Sproles, a little stronger than Darren Sproles. I don't know about stronger, but yeah.
Taller. And if you're dealing with the fantasy, he would kill over at the Saints.
Ooh. Yeah. Yes. And watch out for those injuries. Skins lost Josh Norman for 2 weeks. Ribs. So
Dallas happy. You know Dallas happy.
True that.
Let's do the
Dez Bryant happy. Oh, this week.
Yeah, we forgot. Then you do yeah.
This week. This week's picks. Pats and Bucks Thursday night.
New England. They bounced back.
Yeah, I gotta take New England too. That regular game that we're going to throw in there are 2 0-4 teams, Chargers and the Giants.
Are y'all listening?
I'm listening.
Chargers.
Whoa, I'm taking Giants. I say Eli ain't taking that.
Chargers. 2013, they started off 0-6.
We're going to make a point to bring this one back out next week. He said
I hit you with the Jets Chargers 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. But the Giants are not going to go 0-5.
Okay.
That night game, Chiefs and the Texans.
That's a. I got to figure that out. I mean, we looking at Deshaun Watson. We looking at Warren Moon that can run.
The Texans have been. I can't say they're surprising me because their defense is always sound.
Right, I agree.
Always sound, but
that's a 50-50, man. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna say on the air though. I'm gonna say Chiefs. I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'm gonna ride with the Chiefs.
What about that Monday night game?
Monday night Vikings Bears.
I think you're right with the serviceable running backs they have with Murray and is it Keenan, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I lean towards Minnesota. Trubisky. Saw you fans out there of Trubisky. I think he's going to trick your ass and thinking that he's going to get a victory on Monday night. I want to go with you should always at least attempt to go with the new quarterback or the backup quarterback. On this game, it's Monday night. Too much glare. Too much.
I'm taking the Vikings too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the Vikings. The Vikings, they're over there
Defense,
looking good.
Yeah.
They're over there looking good. So those are this week's picks. Like I said, you can always call us and we'll give you advice. Or if you can call us out on anything. Call us out on anything because we like that. We like that. We like proving people wrong. Call us out on anything.
Yeah, please.
But this is how we do it.
And I gave you the Rams last week too.
This is true. This is how we do it. D. Watson.
PB Smiley.
D. Watson, 25 completions. Woo! 283 yards and 4 touchdowns.
They had 5 total.
Yeah, but man.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Who is that guy?
Was it 57-14, right? Yeah, that's what they beat Tennessee by.
Mask off. Man. Oh, and I always got to give my boy props. Cam Newton, yeah, he's in this week. This is how we do it. 22 completions, 29 attempts, 316 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Let's not forget about the rushing touchdown. That man will always be Superman, and can nobody say nothing bad about Superman.
Hey, I hope the best, but
and like I told you guys in fantasy football, Devin Funchess, yes, 70 yards, 2 touchdowns. Can't forget about him as always.
Okay,
always
before
have
you
to
go,
represent.
What would you say the upset of the week, if there is one?
Upset of the week. This week I think we're back to a good week where it's not going to be really any upsets.
Okay.
It's a sound week, I believe.
I'm thinking so too.
I think it's a sound week. But like always, we'd like to thank you guys for showing us some love, coming out. We need a name, so we need you guys to call and let us know what name to pick. Because week 7, we start off with our new name. We'd like to thank you for coming out for the NFL Extreme Junkies. PB Smiley, Wayne Holloway. You guys, as always, it was a pleasure. You have a good week.
Don't forget about them picks I'm giving you.
Yeah.
And if y'all win off that, you call my ass. Break me off something with the quick crack.
Yes. Peace. Have a good one, people.